Okay, everybody, I figured I would do a disaster update video just to show you what happened to my garden while I was away in New Hampshire, and I hear there was up to 60-mile-an-hour gusts and the wind was terrible. So let's see what happened to my garden here. I picked up a lot, but I just wanted to show you guys around a little. I lost my corn, as you can see. It's looking a little terrible here. So I'll show you around. So I planted my new crop a couple of weeks ago. So the seedlings seem to be lasting okay. I have onions right here that I just planted. They're just popping up. Got my pumpkin. He did okay through the storm. And I have a butternut squash here. Some of you are familiar. He's turning nice and green now that the weather is cooling off. And here's the sunflower. These are my avocados. They survived. Okay. Now, I want to show you something. This is devastating. One day this can happen. So this is a cantaloupe, and this is my watermelon. Do you see the damage on these leaves? That's leaf miners. I hate those things. It's the biggest problem in my garden, besides caterpillars, but leaf miners seem to do the most destruction. So I was only gone for a few days, and they took over. But as soon as I got here, and I saw the damage, I went ahead and sprayed this. Captain Jack's, it's the best. Yep, so as you can see, on the new growth, there's no damage, right? Looks good, right? The new growth looks good, right? So Captain Jack's is the way to go for caterpillars and leaf miners. Spider mites, love it, love it, love it. But look how fast they can take over your garden. So be careful, pay attention, be vigilant. There's my fly traps, that's another video. I had to plant my cucumber again, he didn't make it. Sunflower, here's my prized possessions. So here's my tomato cage. I took the burlap off. And they look a little yellow, but that's just because of the sun. We did get a lot of wind damage. As you can see, the foliage is destroyed. Look. Awful. That's from the wind burn. But we have lots of tomatoes in there. And we have some turning. Those are beefsteaks on the left. And cherries on the right. Back here I have a beefsteak growing. Yay, finally. And before I left, I fertilized with my flower girl. And look at all the flowers. This all happened while I was gone. All these flowers. From the flower girl. See them all the way down. Flowers everywhere now. I figured because they were flowering, I would go ahead and change to the blooming fertilizer. And I guess I was right. I have tons of flowers. Pretty exciting. I'll show you what I use. So when I start my garden, I put this in the Kellogg's. This is organic. There's nothing in there. It's just grow mulch, 2-in-1 mix, and you have to add your food. So this is what I use. But like I told you, this is for my flowering plants and shrubs and trees. So I usually only use it on my roses and anything that flowers. But I figured my tomatoes were flowering, So I went ahead and did like a half and half of both. And I'm actually fertilizing once a week right now for the tomatoes because they're heavy feeders. But yes, I recommend. These are all my go-tos. Don't mind the noise in the background. They've been doing that all morning. And okay, here are my peas. So I planted these peas behind the corn, all around my corn. And the corn was protecting it. And I don't know how they're gonna do now that my corn is gone. Remember my corn? It was taller than the wall. It's gone. So in the place of the corn, I put tons of carrots all the way down. And then I put an eggplant here. I put an eggplant here. Here's my basil popping up. Basil. I planted some spinach here. And some thyme right here. Cilantro over here. We got a couple rows of radishes and a couple rows of lettuce. And my zinnias. Eee, hey babies. And that's the back. Let me show you the front. This disaster. Here we are. Okay. So look at my bougainvillea. Poor thing. Looks terrible, right? It ripped off all the front leaves. Everything is bare. It's pretty sad. Very sad, actually. Lantanas are doing great. You can't really kill them. So they're blooming and doing wonderful all the way down. They're growing giant. My Hawaiian tea got ripped up pretty good. Still survived though, so I'm happy. Hawaiian teas are hard to keep alive in Vegas. Now my big man. This is my first hibiscus I ever had, ever bought. And he was giant, full. I've posted pictures, you've seen. And now look at this. This is what wind damage looks like, people. Look, ripped off all the leaves. Wind burn. It's very sad. Look at that. I don't know why my phone won't focus. Wow. Look at that. Look at that wind burn. So it changed the color of the whole entire stem. That's crazy. See? Okay. We have a baby growing though. Hey. Tomorrow. My jasmine fell over several times. I need to plant him soon. I will now that it's cooled off. But he seemed to have made it okay. Oh, I got a new hibiscus. I forgot to show y'all. A new pink one. Look how full he is. That's why I couldn't resist. And wait till you see my front guy. You're gonna be so sad. Heartbreaking, isn't it? Look at this. It's just sad. All the hard work for nothing. The roses didn't mind at all, apparently. They're still standing strong and enjoying everything. I wish the rest of the plants were this strong. This guy is wasn't so bad, but I'll tell you a story. We had the tree cut and they dropped a branch on him and he was laying all the way down. We thought he was dead. That's why we got the other hibiscus, but nope. He seems to be perking back up. And then they dropped a stick branch right through my aloe vera. Isn't that crazy? It's just one thing after another. I came home to this, and now I need to hunt down the tree guy because I have to have a little talk with him. And the tree got a trimming. I know you guys saw before that my tree was about to touch the ground over here. So look, he's naked now. He's off the house. We cut that all off. Doesn't matter, in 2 weeks it'll be just back again. And these are all my lantanas. I'm trying to make a lantana carpet right here. And this is my little rose tree. Look at all the roses. The weather is back to where the roses are ready to bloom. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have so many. Perfect, I love it. Okay, so that's pretty much my update of the disaster. We're still cleaning up. I'm gonna show you one more thing, what the tree looks like with this new haircut. There we go. He looks a lot different, huh? No more canopy. Now my plants are suffering, but thank goodness it's cooling off. They cut a lot of branches off. A lot. Cut it off the neighbor's yard a little. But it'll all grow right back in just a few weeks, so that's my update video. Some of you were asking to see what happened to our stuff over here. And we got hit pretty good. Hopefully you guys didn't get hit too bad. Show me your videos. I'd love to see what you got going on and what happened and what you're planting for the winter and your tricks of the trade. I'm going to plant my fruit trees very soon. They survived the summer. They survived the wall. Everybody was so worried about them being by this wall, but like I said, my wall is stucco and insulated, so look, didn't burn my plants. This is grapefruit. This is orange. Got a little beat up, but he needs to be in the ground and he'll be fine. This is my lemon, and this is my lime. And they'll be planted very soon. And this is my double knockout. She was suffering in the heat, but feeling much better now. And yeah, thanks guys. Oh wait, let's go check out my peach tree and my fig tree. So here's the fig. Doing okay. We got tons of figs on there. They're taking forever to ripen. Anybody else taking forever to ripen on your fig trees? Anyways, my peach tree over here got beat up. We are beat up. We got new growth, but boy, that wind will do a number on your plants. Las Vegas winds, people. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. And we just got the pool cleaned. So that's nice, huh? Okay, guys. Thanks for watching my video. I'm looking forward to seeing yours. And hopefully you're not as depressed as I am. And Bonnie is too. Look, she's so sad. Everything got ruined, huh, Bonbons? It's okay. We will survive. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.